I have something very important to talk about. Well, it's very important to me, and I feel it's very important to a lot of people. Hi guys, I'm going to talk a little bit about someone who we Canadians think of as a hero, and I think a lot of people worldwide would consider him a hero as well. His name is Terry Fox, and I'm going to give you a little bit of information about him just in case you don't know who Terry Fox is. I'm just going to kind of spread the word because today is a rather important day. Terry Fox was born on July 28, 1958 in Port Coquitlam, British Columbia. In high school he was a distance runner, he was a basketball player, very athletic, and in 1977 at the age of 19 he was diagnosed with osteosarcoma, which is a type of cancer, and his right leg had to be amputated because the cancer would spread. He was fitted with an artificial leg, and he continued to run, and he continued to play wheelchair basketball and actually won 3 national championships. Now in 1980, he had what some might call a crazy idea. He was going to run across the country to help raise awareness for cancer and also raise money for cancer research. Now his hope was to raise $1 for every Canadian, and at the time, in 1980, there were 24 million Canadians. He called this run the Marathon of Hope. So on April 12th, 1980, he set out from St. John's, Newfoundland, and started to run a marathon a day until he got to British Columbia. Now it started out sort of quiet. Nobody really knew him. Nobody knew kind of what he was doing. He just wanted to do it. But as he went province to province, he got more attention. The media started really paying attention. Politicians were getting pictures with him. He became this huge news story. By the time he reached Ontario, he was a superstar, basically. After running for 143 consecutive days and 5,280 kilometers, Terry Fox had to stop just outside of Thunder Bay, Ontario. He made it halfway across the country. He was coughing and he had pains in his chest and he had to stop running. And he was brought to a hospital in Thunder Bay where they had discovered that the cancer had spread to his lungs. He was unable to finish his Marathon of Hope. He was sent home and was in and out of hospital getting chemotherapy. When he was forced to stop running, he had collected $1.7 million towards cancer research. While he was in the hospital, CTV, which is a Canadian television network, had this 5-hour marathon during which they raised $10 million more for the cause. Canadians were sending Terry Fox their well wishes. They were sending him more donations. Pope John Paul II sent his prayers from the Vatican, and they kept sending money and cards and gifts. But unfortunately, despite undergoing chemotherapy, Terry Fox died 9 months after having to end his Marathon of Hope on June 28th, 1981. At this time, the Canadian public had raised $23 million for the cause. Now, the reason I'm telling you all this is because today, April 12th, 2010, marks the 30th anniversary that Terry Fox began his Marathon of Hope, the day that he left St. John's, Newfoundland, and began his trek across the country. Every year, starting in 1981, communities not only across Canada, but in 60 countries around the world have had Terry Fox runs. These runs are sort of the same idea as a Run for the Cure or Walk for MS. These runs now have raised over $500 million for cancer research. That's more than 20 times what Terry Fox set out to get originally. So I just want to help get the word out there. I just felt like today's a very special day for not only Canadians, but everybody who's taken part in these Terry Fox runs and who has been affected by cancer in any way. Now again, like I said, he's a Canadian hero, and I just felt the need, today of all days, to talk about this a little bit and sort of spread the word about Terry Fox. We have statues of him across the country. We have schools and parks and roads and all things named after him everywhere in Canada. There's actually a place near Thunder Bay which commemorates where he had to end his Marathon of Hope, called the Terry Fox Lookout. It's a statue of Terry Fox overlooking Lake Superior. I just wanted to spread the word. I know everybody knows about cancer, but it is a very important issue. They can never have enough research funds, and Terry Fox, I think, is a very brave and courageous man, and just wanted to talk about him a little bit, I guess. Now, if you want some more information on Terry Fox and the Marathon of Hope, and maybe if you want to find out if or when there's a Terry Fox run in your neck of the woods, I put some links in the Wunderbar. Also, I've put a link to a video by a user named Ihar. It's basically just sort of a compilation of a bunch of different clips from the Marathon of Hope, with some sound bites and quotes, and it's set to music, and I rather liked it. So if you want to give that a watch just to learn a little bit more, yeah, you should do that. This video was a bit more serious, but it's been fun so far, so let's keep having fun, guys. I am on VEDA day 12, not even halfway, but let's continue to have a good time, shall we? I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Cheers.